The Hangout is on air live, it says.
We
Hi,
are.
everyone. I'm Stephen Sashin from XeroShoes.com. The person you just saw for a moment, say hi, Alex Hill.
I'm Alex. I'm Alex from the Wacky Chills over on YouTube.
There we go. So I invited Alex to come and chat for a number of reasons, not the least of which being that he completely spontaneously, without any provocation on our part, without even our permission, made a commercial for Xero Shoes. And we're going to link to that in the description here or below, depending on how you're watching this. You'll find that link so you can see it. But I was really blown away, impressed and surprised and happy and many other things. And we just had a brief chat about his life with running, not running, barefoot, not barefoot, and all the rest, and thought it was a great story that you guys needed to hear. So, Alex, I want to turn it over to you and start with, well, I don't even know where to begin. We didn't plan any of this, so where would
No,
you want to start the story?
I think it's just kind of like just growing up. Dog, you're gonna be annoying really bad. Sorry, guys, my dog is here and she's.
Wait, introduce your dog. Come on.
Okay, this is Kaya. Where are you? There you are.
Hey, Kaya.
She's like, okay, I'll be good now. I think it just kind of, just goes back of being back in high school and running, and I was always the best of the best running shoes, so to say. I always ran with Asics, the Asics $100 pair, whatever it was, and I did great throughout high school. Just my 5K times were 16, 17 minutes, and just kind of go through, did the whole Ragnar experience, and kind of just ran and had fun and never had any problems. The worst problem I ever had was one shin splint where it like locked up my leg, and that was about it. So nothing really to care about as far as worrying about what type of footwear I was using. But then I went and served a 2-year mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, in which I was walking for 2 years on the streets of Mexico in neutral, lovely church shoes that we all hate.
I didn't know this was an inside Mormon secret that everyone hates the shoes.
Oh, I hate them. I even before I transitioned to be, minimalist barefoot, I've always hated them because they're so uncomfortable. And, after doing that for 2 years, coming home, I put on my pair of running shoes because I had somehow forgot them when I left, so I was just using the shoes that I had, and went to go out run my first mile or my first 3 miles. I'm okay, I'm ready to go, and I could not make it a mile. My back was killing me, like just back all the way down, kind of like how you have with sciatica, just going down all the way down to your ankles. I mean, that's how it was. I couldn't run, and I was flabbergasted. I was like, what the heck? I've been able to run 3, 4, 5, 6 miles, no problem, but then come back after 2 years of not running and walking in neutral shoes, and all of a sudden now I can't run.
Very interesting. So what happened?
Well, I was like, okay, maybe it's because I'm just out of shape. So
Hold on, you just gave me a great memory. Before I lived in Boulder, Colorado, I was living in New York City, and so I moved to Boulder, and the elevation here is a little over a mile high. And for the first month that I lived here, I thought my bicycle was broken because I couldn't make it move. And it never occurred to me that it was me. I literally thought there was something wrong with something had happened to my bike during the move that made it not be able to be rideable.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, so I thought I was just out of shape, Okay, I've just been walking, haven't been running, so I took a day off or so. Then I went running again, and again, made it only not even a mile. Same problems. So I was like, okay, there's got to be something going on here. So a lot of it had to do with my professor at college. I was taking it was like a neuromuscular.
Oop, you just froze. This is the magic of technology. I don't know if you can hear me, Alex, because you just froze. Let's see. There's you again. I'm not even sure if you're on. Oh, yeah, you just turned into a picture of, I'm assuming that is your wife and child, but I'm not seeing you or hearing you. Oh, are you back? Nope, you're still frozen. Harumph. Let's see. Not sure if there's anything I can do on my end about that. No, pardon me, human beings who are watching this. Alex, you're frozen. You're not. It's not showing you, and we can't hear you or see you. I wonder if I can find him on Skype by chance. Nothing yet. Let me send him a quick email. That's what I can do. So pardon me, everybody, while we have some technical problems. I might kick him out and make him log back in. Ridge. Oops. Ridge. Pardon me again. Because now I'm doing things where I can't even tell you what I'm doing because it involves typing in people's emails that I don't want to do. Oh, good, he's actually logged out. So I'm assuming he's going to log back in of his own accord in a matter of moments. Here we go. We're still waiting for Alex. While we're waiting for Alex, oh, that's him calling me. Hold on, you're going to hear this conversation. Can you log back in, or do you need me to invite you back in?
I'm trying. My internet decided to just like, oh yeah, we're not going to stay connected anymore.
I see. So it's an internet thing. So I'm going to try. I'm going to send you another invite just in case, and hopefully your internet will kick back on.
Yeah, I just went through and reset it. So
all right, here we go. Yeah. So for those of you who can hear, I've got Alex on the phone. Internet connectivity things. We'll get that back up and running in a second. And here he comes.
Okay.
Ooh, welcome back. All right, I'm going to hang up on you on the phone.
Okay, that was embarrassing. My internet decided it wanted to take a nap.
Well, it's not personal. So I'm going to flip that back to you, and let's try this. So you were saying and now, there you go again. You were saying that you had gone out for a run, wasn't working, tried again, wasn't working. So where are we now?
I think it was I got into the barefoot running debate over on the internet. Basically
Do you remember how you found the debate?
I think because I remembered he talked about minimal. So I heard minimalist, and that's just kind of what I started searching for.
Okay.
So that's when I came across minimalist running, and I think my professor had mentioned Vibram 5 fingers because he had a guy that he was training with that was wearing the 5 fingers and the freakiest shoes he ever saw, but it was really good because it was with the flat feet. So that's kind of how I got into that, read all about it, and just from what I was feeling at the time, I decided that I was going to favor the minimalist side and be like, okay, you know what? This is something new. Maybe it work, maybe it won't, but I have to give it a try so I can have my own opinion. So I went first with the Vibram 5-finger shoes. And I got my first pair, which was the KSO, nothing fancy, just the basic of the basics. Ran in it and was able to run my first mile of my run, and nothing hurt. Afterwards, however, yes, it having to use muscles that I've never had to use before.
You know, I'm going to interrupt you. I think this is a bit of mythology. It may not be, but I think there's a potential misunderstanding or misrepresentation about this whole idea of using muscles we haven't used. I think what's happening is something slightly different. That is that most people have the idea that when they try barefoot running and they find themselves getting sore, they think they need to get stronger. And in my experience, it's not that we're using muscles that we haven't used, it's that we're overusing muscles that we don't need to use. So that the solution is actually relaxing and doing less. So lifting your foot off the ground rather than pushing your foot off the ground. By the way, that was lifting and that was pushing. And it seems that people aren't getting massively stronger and then they're able to run barefoot. It seems to me that it's once you start relaxing more and getting more efficient, doing less, like the mantra that I have when I run is how can I make this lighter, easier, and more fun?
Yeah.
That's when the soreness goes away. So my hunch is that this is a mistake or a misnomer or a bit of mythology in the barefoot world that about this not using muscles you haven't used before. It may be true about using your feet actually, but if you're getting pain in your calves or your legs or your glutes or something, it's probably doing too much rather than needing to get stronger. Just my interjecting a theory.
No, and after that first run that I did, that I was like, okay, because I was also stumbling upon the people that did exactly what I did. They're used to running the 3 miles, and so they transition over, and oh, bless you. Good? You okay? She's good. And was like, okay, I am going to transition. So instead of running for a while, I just started focusing more on, walking, doing this, and just getting accustomed to everything, and then slowly build up. And I will agree with you, Stephen, that as soon as I got out of the notion of, okay, I need to go do 1 million toe curls, I need to do a million calf raises, it was just, okay, what can I do to make it lighter and lighter, and then I came to a point, I think I was like that for 2 months. So this was back in 2010. I was like that for 2 months, and then I was like, okay, I'm feeling really restricted. Like my toes felt like they were suffocating.
Yeah.
Even though the Vibram shoes, they're talking about how it's, like being barefoot allows everything. I just felt that my feet and toes weren't able to breathe. And then that's when I got my hands on Born to Run, read that one cover to cover, and that's when I stumbled upon huaraches. And then that's when I stumbled upon the visible shoes, and that's when I bought my first pair.
So I'll interject for the people who don't know. Prior to being Xero Shoes, when we first started the company and our first product, we called it Invisible Shoes. So we started in November 23rd, 2009. Not the best time to start a sandal company, by the way, but it worked out okay. So you got a pair of what were then Invisible Shoes. Continue.
And it was just the basic kit. Measured my own foot, drew it all, and started running, and it's just been a journey since then. I mean, I've had my fair share of hurting, and a lot of it was just because I was trying to figure out the lacing system. It's
an interesting point. I mean, some people, the transition into barefoot or into huaraches, some people just like duck to water. They just hop in and off they go. Some people, they lace them up, and they kind of, Lena likes to say, my wife and technically the owner of our company, likes to say there's a sweet spot for the tying, the right tension, the right angles. Some people just get it right on the first try. Some people, you tweak it a little bit, and once you get it, though, you're locked in, and you just slide them on, off you go. It sounds like that was closer to your experience.
Yeah, it was definitely the try and find which was the right thing, because it was always my left foot.
I love that. I have this story that I call my blister story, where after my second barefoot run, I had a big blister on the bottom of my left foot, and I remember thinking, okay, it's on my left foot, but not my right foot. So clearly something's different, and if I can figure out how to get my left foot to do what my right foot is already doing, then I'm probably going to cure whatever caused this blister or whatever the problem to begin with. So I love unilateral problems. So same for you, left foot?
Yeah, it was always the left foot. And so after a while, just started running, did my first, I didn't get myself to start like running races in the huaraches yet, but I was doing a lot of my runs, a lot of my work, and I wore them everywhere. I mean, people were looking at me at the pool, hey, those are some pretty cool shoes, nice flip-flops. No, they're not flip-flops. I still get that today. And then Xero Shoes became a thing, and then you guys came out with the
the Feel True sole.
Feel True, yep. And then a year or so later, I decided I wanted to do my first half marathon, and I was going to run in the Xero Shoes, and that's what happened.
And
1:58:29 for my first half marathon, and feet did not hurt. It was just at the very end. Afterwards, where it was just kind of like, okay, yeah, you probably should have just trained just a little bit more. Because here's the problem. I trained with my dad. My dad runs a 10-30-minute mile. I was running an 8-minute mile in the half marathon. So I was training with his speed. Had I had ran with him, I probably wouldn't have overexerted myself and had the overtraining injury versus an actual, like, improper training. Because there was a definite difference in, okay, yes, you overtrained, you overused, now it's just time to relax.
Right.
And I'm back running again, and it's fantastic.
Sweet. Well, what inspired you to make a Xero Shoes commercial? Which, once again, thank you very much.
I think it was just, a lot of it was just, I'm sick of telling people the same story every day, so I'm just going to have fun. I mean, that's just what it was. It was because we started our daily vlogging channel in beginning of June of last year, just recording everything that we do throughout the day. And just one of the days I was just like, you know what, I'm out running, I'm in my Xero Shoes, I'm just going to make a video and let people just watch and have fun, and if they like it, great. If not, then hey, I got my opinion out.
Well, I love that you keep emphasizing the F word, fun, because that's, from my perspective, the most important part about this. I like to say, if you're not having fun, do something different till you are, because there's no reason for it not to be.
Yeah, since transitioning, or not, I guess we shouldn't be calling it a transition. We should be calling it rediscover. I mean, that's what we're doing.
Good.
But since I have just rediscovered running, basically, you get the, oh, this is so hard, why am I doing this to myself? But at the end of the day, you're just like, I just ran, and it felt fantastic. I took the Ventures out for a run last night, didn't have to change any adjustments on them, ran with those, and 3 miles, and it felt great. I mean, today I'm just like, my legs are like, okay, Alex, you haven't ran for about 2 weeks. I was like, yes, I know. Come on, wake up.
It's one of those things where people get worried about doing too much, and I go, look, you can't know if you did too much until you do too much, and we've all done it. And anytime you're going to push it just a little bit, it's just the way it is. But it's not a big deal. You just take your time and recover, and then start again. And now that's the edge that you were playing with, and now you can play with that edge.
Oh yeah. No, I wore them to work the other day. And everyone's like, wait, are those your new ones you got? Yes. I might have to get me some. Well, here, have a card.
That's great. It's been very gratifying to us that the way that our business has grown has been primarily from things like that, of word of mouth. Or I remember when we first started the business, again, the end of November, like a week after we had sold our first pair, we got a phone call from someone who said, I was walking through an airport and I saw a guy wearing your shoes, and I tackled him to say, where did you get those? And he told me, and now I bought them. It's been just tremendously satisfying.
I still get, everybody that I talk to, they're just like, I can't wear those. I can't stand having something between my feet. I can't have this. And it's just like, how do you know until you try? Hi, cutie.
I can't even guess who you're talking to.
Come here, Saren. You want to come say hi?
Oh, this isn't fair.
Okay.
You're going to play the baby card.
I am going to play the baby card.
Hi.
Hey, can you say hi, Saren? Look, see, you're right there.
Say hi.
Can you say hi?
Oh, that is way too cute. Now, I have to, of course, ask the question, what does she wear on her feet?
Well, give me 1 second. We need to make bigger ones, but we did go through.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Now, this is totally unplanned, and I don't know what the answer is. This is going to... I was actually expecting the answer to be nothing.
Okay, I'm going to go put this dog outside so she doesn't crawl everywhere. Come on, Kaya. We'll be right back.
All right. Now, just for those of you watching, we've been talking a bunch about running. Just as an FYI, I think we're maybe up to about 40% of our customers are not runners, although what's really interesting is a lot of people who start out as not runners, when they hear about all the people who are running happily. Oh, hi again.
Okay, you want to show them your Xero shoes?
Let's see. Oh man, this is going to be way too crazy. Oh, look how cute those are. Oh my God. That is freakishly adorable. I love the macrame thing.
Yeah, so basically we went through. Yeah, you like those ones, huh? This one we made. You want to put them on? Okay. No? They're probably way too small now anyways. We made these back when she was, I can't remember, maybe a year and a half old. So, I mean, 6 months, but 6 months is a long time for babies. Ugh. Yeah, it's too small, huh?
If you kept them on her feet the whole time, they wouldn't have grown.
I know, right? But yeah, and I still have more of the material. I just went through, bought the biggest one because I knew her feet were going to grow.
That's great.
And this is actually one of the lacing styles that my buddy Jake came up with. That it's pretty fun. It's just just wrapping it around the two.
Yeah.
To go through, but I used a bobby pin to.
So you know that you're gonna have to make a video showing how you did that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Awesome. Well, so if someone stopped you on the street and said, hey, it's crazy that you're wearing those, what's the one message? What's the one message that you would give them? That's just the short version of your story that you would want to say to convince them to give it a whirl.
Probably for me it would be don't knock it till you try it. I mean that's the number one thing that I've told people at work that are interested in it and everything, that it's just like, you can't tell me no until you've actually tried it, and if you do try it, take baby steps. I mean, that's really all it is. You just got to baby steps and listen to your body. I mean, if you do everything normally like you do, yeah, right, then you're going to be glutton for punishment, and you're going to become another stat just to make other people happy.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think it's a great message. I mean, one of the things that I love about the whole barefoot movement is that it really is about. It's not even about listening to your body, because that makes it sound like it's magical and special. It's really because there's more nerves on the bottom of your foot than there are anywhere else in your body except your mouth and your hands, your fingers, and that's there for a reason. So it's not even like listening. It's more like taking out the earplugs that you've been wearing all along that we call shoes.
Yeah.
Shoes.
Exactly. Yeah. Nice feet.
You want to show them your feet?
Those are great.
Another foot.
Another foot? There you go. No,
hold on, do that again. Yeah, see, that's what a foot looks like. It's got this nice big spread, and the toes are doing their thing, and it flexes and it moves. Man, that's great.
I am, I'm gonna.
Ow!
I'm gonna totally as she goes up, I'm gonna let her decide what she wants to do. But the fact that she already hates shoes.
I got hands.
You got hands too?
Hands, shoes, perfect. Or hands, feet, that's all you need.
Yep.
Hands.
You want to give him a high five?
Here, high five.
Knuckle bump. Say yeah.
That's great. I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens with the children of barefoot people and Xero Shoes people, because there's some preliminary studies that were done in Japan, I think, about how kids who spend more time barefoot tend to socially smarter because they're just more aware of themselves and the world around them and things like dirt and what that means and what it doesn't mean. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that all plays out.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, that's what I've been just thinking as she's growing up, and when she was going through her phase of not wanting shoes, and we're just like, this is awesome. We don't have to worry about buying expensive shoes. I can just make her shoes for the rest of her life.
And you just hit my other favorite thing. When people ask me about making a Xero Shoes kit, I refer to it as developing the superpower of knowing how to make your own footwear. I love that, when people get that, it's like it's something that I can do. I have some control and some, it's an amazing thing when you realize that you can take care of yourself at the level of making footwear for yourself or your family, which is also why I call it the post-zombie apocalypse career change, because if you're the only one in the neighborhood who knows how to do it, you get a new gig.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, Alex, thanks for sharing your story. It's been a real treat. I was going to say something following real treat, but I lost what it was. Is there anything you want to say as a sign-off or a last thought or something?
Don't draw on the walls.
Great advice for everybody.
Yeah, only on your table. I think more than anything, just like in my video that I put on, live free, live zero. I'm gonna cough here. Live free, have fun, and just have fun with life. I mean, be awesome. That's what we're always saying. Be awesome.
I think that works. Well, once again, it's been a real treat. If there's anything we can do to help you out, obviously let us know. We look forward to seeing the tying video for those shoes that you made. Yep. And just, thanks again. It's been a real pleasure.
Well, and you'll probably be seeing a venture review video coming out here shortly, too.
Ah, great. Well, as we like to say to sign things off, feel the freedom, feel the fun, feel the world. Alex Hill, thanks again.
No problem. We'll be in contact.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tuna.